Hello, Andre van Barneveld from Graise Consultancy, and together with AHDB I'm bringing you these autumn management videos. So in August we covered August being clean out month, where we're trying to work from a nice clean base to start building covers from, and by the end of August aiming to have our pre-grazing covers up to that 3,100 kilos of dry matter per hectare. And now in September we're trying to get that out 3,300 by the middle of September, which should also mean that we're reducing the area being grazed per day because there's more pasture available on a daily basis. So by the middle of September, we're aiming to get a rotation up to 35-day rotation. And it's really important that even if you don't manage to get your pre-grazing covers up, that you still do get your rotation length out. So no matter what, try and graze 1/35 of the grazing area per day by the middle of September. And if that means there's a deficit, you fill it with silage and cake. As we're going through, we're aiming to have our pasture cover peaking by the end of the month. So we're trying to get a pasture cover up to that sort of a 2,500 kilos of dry matter per hectare, which means that pre-grazing cover should be, still below that 3,500 kilos of dry matter per hectare, but nudging up towards it. And that'll extend our grazing days at the back end. If you've been keeping your grass very vegetative, you're working from a good clean base, and you've been keeping that light to the bottom of the plant where it's still green, it should be very active. And like this paddock we're standing in, the growth should still be exceeding your pasture demand. Soil temperatures are good, and as long as you haven't got soil saturation levels that don't allow you to go spreading nitrogen, I would recommend getting out into the middle of September and still going out with around 20 kilos of nitrogen per hectare in the form of ammonia. So spreading urea type fertilizers, and yeah, perhaps blanket spreading ahead of you by closing date in the middle of September. Don't go excessive rates, because as our growth rates are declining and our soil temperatures are dropping, our response rate is declining as well. So we don't have a lot of opportunity to go with very high levels of nitrogen, but 20 kilos of nitrogen per hectare would still be a good level to go at. So key is get your rotation length out, aim to have a pasture cover aiming by the end of the month, and extend your grazing days into the back end and well into October, November by having your covers right into the back end.